Okay, I think we are rolling. I'm so nervous but excited about this. Hopefully this will go really well. I have no idea what's going to be asked of me, what topics are going to be discussed, how many people are going to turn up. I have no idea. And this is all improvised as well because it's live. So yeah, let's get the show on the road. While everyone's seeing the video and joining, I will quickly answer some questions that people left last week. Hello, friends of Oodkind. Nice to see you again. Right, so Green Emeralds, they asked, what's your favourite modern Doctor Who companion? Which is a very good question. So many of them I love. I don't think in the modern series there's any companion that I actively hate, really. Hello, Doctor Who Clips. Yeah, I'll ignore the comments for now because it will just put me off answering the questions. There's only 3 here, so as soon as they're done, I'll go straight on to the comments and respond to you guys, answer the questions. And hopefully, eventually, I will calm down as well because I am blooming nervous at the moment. Yeah. So anyway, they were asking, what's your favourite Doctor Who companion? Oh, I don't know. I think male companion, it has to be Captain Jack. He's just such a badass and a really cool guy. And it's a shame that he never got a full series, really. Yeah, I thought he was so witty in his jokes and had good chemistry with the 9th Doctor and the 10th Doctor. Yeah, and he's just really likeable, and I just love the fact that he was given his own series in Torchwood as well. Yeah, so that's male companion. Female companion, that's the harder one, because like I said, so many of the companions I really like, and the vast majority of them have been female. I think Donna stands out in my mind. Because who doesn't love Donna? She's just so funny, so sassy. It's nice that she doesn't fancy the Doctor and can see him as being a best mate. Yeah, and she's just a really cool person. And she has such a tragic ending as well, which just makes watching series 4 all over again, it just makes it more bittersweet, and quite upsetting as well, because obviously everything she experiences and the character development she goes through, she just loses it as soon as her memory gets wiped, which is really sad. I know she has a happy ending, but I don't know, like, she doesn't get to travel with the Doctor for that long. Yeah, so there are my favourite companions. The Who guy asked, did you enjoy Series 10 and what is your favourite series of modern Doctor Who? Again, another very good question. I did enjoy Series 10. I'm not sure where I would rank it with the other Peter Capaldi series just yet, because I do really like Series 8. Besides the awful 2-parter at the end, but we won't talk about that here. And then Series 9, I didn't like Moffat's scripts for that one, but I thought it was nice to have a lot of 2-parters and there was a lot of strong stories there. Yeah, but no, I do really like Series 10. I didn't like Empress of Mars and what was the other one? The final part of the Monk trilogy. I think that was called The Lie of the Land. And yeah, that I just thought was a naff conclusion to what had been set up beforehand, which I thought was really good. I really liked the pyramid at the end of the world and also Extremis as well. And to have a naff conclusion to that, that's what stays in your mind afterwards. So yeah, I don't know, but all the other stories I really liked. The Series 10 finale, World Enough and Time, and The Doctor Falls, they were perfect. They were very good stories, and I'm sure many of you guys will agree with me on that. Yeah, so I really liked Series 10. favourite series? Oh, it's always a hard one to answer that, and I think it changes a lot for me actually. Um, Series 4 has always stood out. That's the first series that I watched all the way through because it was at the end of Series 3 that I properly became a fan. And then similarly, Series 3 has stood out because that's the series that actually made me a Whovian. And I thought the whole series arc with Harold Saxon and the Master, that was really good. Series 5 as well, Matt Smith's first series, was just... What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? It felt like a fairy tale. That's it, fairy tale. How could I forget that word? Yeah, it was a very dreamlike fairy tale, which I thought was a really unique way to do a series, and a lot of strong episodes in that as well, like Vincent and the Doctor, The 11th Hour, the finale, The Pandora Opens, and The Big Bang. Yeah, there was just a lot of strong stories in that series. Yeah, so that's my... No, that's not my favourite one. I was saying Series 4 is my favourite series. And yeah, same thing with that. Loads of episodes I really like. I think the run of episodes from the library two-parter through to the series finale is probably the strongest run of episodes we've ever had. Yeah, like every single one of them I thought was top quality and top notch. Yeah. And then, yeah, the final question I've got on here before I move on to your lovely comments, well, I hope they're lovely, is from Friends of Ood Kind, who was here a moment ago. I'm not sure if they're still here. If you could rewrite, or if you write an episode of Doctor Who from the modern era, what would you write/rewrite? How would you make it more appealing for somebody who has never watched the show? And that is probably the best question of the lot, actually. That's quite a unique one to ask and a difficult one to answer. I did think a bit about this. Oh yeah, that's the thing. I was meant to prepare answers for these beforehand, so I wouldn't waffle for, blimey, 7 minutes without even reading your comments. Sorry. Yeah, but instead I've run out of time completely, so I'm literally answering them on the spot. But I did think about Heaven Sent. I thought that was a very good episode, and even though it does, I think it does already appeal to non-Whovians. Oh, hitting my laptop. I think what I would do to make it even more appealing would simply be to take out the mentions of Clara, perhaps, the fact that she died in the previous episode, because obviously people who have just tuned in for this episode wouldn't know that's what's happened to her. Dare I say it, I would probably take out Gallifrey at the end as well. I would have the whole replaying the same day over and over and over again, because brilliant scene. I wouldn't tamper with that at all. But yeah, I would. How would I end it though? Because Gallifrey is the cliffhanger. You can't get rid of that. I don't know. But yeah, that's the episode that I would potentially change to make more appealing. Many episodes I would tamper with. Like, let's be honest, if I had the chance, I would play around with Fear Her, make that a better episode. What else is bad? Hellbent. Oh, I'll change so much with Hellbent. Like, don't even get me started on that one. But yeah, so Heaven Sent is the first thing that came into my mind. Right, I'm going to stop ignoring all your comments now and actually respond to them. So, hello to people. Spam from Doctor Who Clips. Showingford Holmes asks, what do you like to do when you aren't doing YouTube? Good question. Oh dear. Do I spend all my life on YouTube? I hope not. No, I do have other hobbies, I think. I like gaming. I've got a PS4. And recently I've been playing a very good game called Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard of that or seen the adverts. But that's a beautiful game. I said that quite weird. Yeah, so gaming I like, reading, but I haven't really done much of that recently. And obviously it's Doctor Who books that I read most of the time. Reading, gaming, socialising, I suppose, with friends, yeah. Is that it? I used to do swimming, but then I stopped. Twitter, but then that's still internet based. Oh no, am I just obsessed with the internet now? I think I am. Yeah, that's my answer to that question. Hello from Northern Ireland, from Matthew Jess. Hello. Top of the morning to you. Sorry for the really bad accent. Friends are very kind. Yeah, I love Jack. Yep, great character. Clara, I do really like her. I kind of get why she's divisive amongst the fan base, but I don't know, to me, I've always really liked her. Random Anime Fan 1412 asks, will you be doing any more Doctor Who theories? Yep, I've got loads more planned. The reason you haven't seen as many as you might have been expecting is because, well, first of all, I was doing my second year of uni, and that finished, I think, June, after all the exams and stuff. And then after then, I wanted to try out different videos just to test the waters, really. And that's partly why I'm doing this live stream here, to just give it a go and see what it's like. And I'm having quite a lot of fun with that, actually. Hopefully you guys are as well. But yeah, there's plenty more to come. I don't know how much to give away now. I'll say, if all goes to plan, there's 2 more before the end of the year. One of which has been asked about before by multiple people, and the other one is an unexpected one, but is relevant. That's all I'll say to tease. Hello from Time Lords. Donna is my favourite companion from Random Anime Fan, yep. Who's your favourite companion? I've already answered that. Time Lords. It's, in terms of male companion, it's Captain Jack. Female is Donna. Never mind. Okay, I should have read that before actually repeating my answer. Razman's Reality, hello. Hi man, what are your thoughts on a degeneration? What pull face would you like to see the Doctor? I don't understand. Oh, don't do that. I don't understand the second part of your question, but thoughts on degeneration. It's an intriguing idea, but I don't think a Doctor should ever degenerate. Because, I don't know, the whole point of the show is it's about change, and whenever there's a new Doctor, everyone goes through that phase of being like, oh, I hate this person, they're going to be terrible. Just look at the case of Jodie Whittaker, for instance. I know it's slightly different because she's the first female Doctor, but there's still a lot of concerns that are similar to when Matt Smith was announced because he was unknown. Peter Capaldi, people thought he was too old. It's still, you know, people not giving the new Doctor a chance. But yeah, I feel like once a Doctor's had their time and then left the show and a new person has come in, unless it's an anniversary special or just a general special episode, the previous Doctor shouldn't come back, if that makes sense. Because then, I don't know, the people who have never got over the previous Doctor regenerating will then they wouldn't be satisfied, well, theoretically, they wouldn't be satisfied with their just one-off reappearance. They would want them to come back permanently, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I think. Friends of Oodkind, John Sim. Yes, I love John Sim. What a guy. What a master as well. The Exploding Bacon, good day, hello. Resman's Reality return to. Oh, is that... Were you correct in your question? What face would you like... What face would you like to see the Doctor return to? Oh, okay. Alright, so if there had to be a degeneration episode, I would pick David Tennant, the 10th Doctor, because he's my favourite Doctor. I love him to bits, and the more episodes he's in, the better. I know I just said there shouldn't be a degeneration, but I would happily accept it if David Tennant comes back. Random Anime Fan 1412, what's your favourite Doctor Who book? Oh, you're putting me on the spot. What have I got here? Okay, one that has just come to me and I remember loving completely when I first read it is The Story of Martha Jones. Have I got that up there? Please, please, please. Yes! Here we go. Bit of promotion there. So it's written by Dan Abnett. I'm not sure if he's written any other stories. But yeah, so this basically takes place between the last two stories of Series 3, when Martha travels the globe. And yeah, I just remember really liking it, and it ties in well to the episodes as well, I think. I can't remember if it actually has the Master in it. I know that when Martha tells stories of the Doctor to the various people she meets, I know there's mini stories within it. I think that's another thing I liked about the book. You get to actually see the Doctor because there are mini stories of her travels with him. Socialising, I don't like that word. Yeah, what is socialising? I don't understand. Oh, blimey. Greetings from Columbus, Ohio in the USA. Hello. What time is it there? Is it... Hang on, let's do the maths. If you're 5 hours behind, you are probably coming up to 2:15... Don't get it wrong. 2:15 maybe. The Impossible Something, am I late? Yes. Yes, you are late. You are 16 minutes late. What are you doing? Oh, sorry if I pronounce this wrong. Yassine Arafa? Sorry. Casting a female Doctor isn't good because it changes the Doctor/companion chemistry for good. I'm also a bit worried about the Doctor-companion relationship changing, but I do think we should at least give Jodie Whittaker and the new head writer Chris Chibnall a chance, because Chris Chibnall is a very good writer and Jodie Whittaker is a very good actress, and I'm sure they'll find a way to make it work. Sherringford Holmes, haven't you seen the classic era? Or have you seen the classic era? Who is your favourite classic Doctor and classic companion? Recently I've started to watch a lot more classic episodes actually. I still haven't seen loads, but I'm gradually getting there. Give me time. What were you asking? Who's your favourite classic Doctor and classic companion? Oh, so who have I watched? I've watched Survival from the 7th Doctor, a couple of 5th Doctor episodes, and a couple of Tom Baker ones. Oh, and William Hartnell as well, 1st Doctor. Out of them, is that all I've seen? Yeah. Yeah. Out of them, I'm quite fond of the 5th Doctor, actually. The first episode I saw of his was The Caves of Androzani, and anyone who's seen that would probably agree. It's a very, very good story. Yeah, and then I met the guy in York's Comic Con. I've got a video for that if you haven't already seen it. And so I think that's had some bearing on him being my favourite Doctor Who. Doctor, even. However you refer to him. I don't know if it's Doctor Who, the Doctor, just... Oh, it's so annoying, all these ways to call him. And yeah, you were also asking about companion. So I haven't seen many of them, but when I saw a couple of 4th Doctor episodes, Sarah Jane Smith was in them, and I love Sarah Jane Smith. And obviously the spin-off, the Sarah Jane Adventures, that helped me love the character completely. So yeah, she's my favourite one out of who I saw. And what episode? I saw her in Robot and Terror of the Zygons, in terms of classic episodes. And yeah, they were very, very good. Read that one of the favourites. Oh, the book, yeah. Same for me, 10 all the way. Nice to know, Razman's Reality. Nathan Marlowe, hi. Which are your favourite Christmas specials? Mine being The Time of the Doctor and Husbands of River Song. Interesting, interesting. They're not my favourites, but to each their own. For me, I absolutely adore A Christmas Carol, and actually I'll give three. A Christmas Carol, The Christmas Invasion, and what's the other one? Voyage of the Damned. I think they're really enjoyable, really unique as well. Voyage of the Damned is like a movie. A Christmas Carol is, going back to what I was saying earlier with Series 5, it's a bit of a fairy tale. It's very timey-wimey, which I like from the story. Well, when it makes sense, I like it. Subtle dig at Moffat there. Yeah, and The Christmas Invasion was the first episode that David Tennant was in, and obviously he's my favourite Doctor, and also it's a very good story as well. 2:17 p.m. Okay, alright, it is. I got the hour right. And also, it's all perspective. I'm pretty sure when I said my what the time was, it was 2:15. Then, I don't know. Friends of Oodkind, do you watch the classic series? Yeah, so I've seen a few of them. I'm starting to collect the DVDs now. What I'm generally doing is when... Oh, dare I say it? Basically, right, so I started off buying episodes that I pretty much knew I was going to like. So I bought the Revisitations box set #1 because it had the movie in, which I've seen before, and I like, even though it's not that good. And it also had The Caves of Androzani in it, and a Tom Baker story. I knew I would like The Caves of Androzani, so I bought that. And then a few other ones. Robot was Tom Baker's first story, so I knew I should have that even if I don't like it. First ever Doctor Who episodes, An Unearthly Child, The Daleks, Edge of Destruction, necessary buying basically. Yeah, so I started with necessary buying and things that I presumed I would watch, and then what I'm starting to do now, because it's only just hit me how many DVDs there are to collect and how expensive they all are, I'm trying to watch some of them online, and if I really like them and really like the look of the special features they have, then I'll buy the DVD, just to save money, because I'm not rich. I'm not made of money. Right. Greetings from Cheyenne, Wying, USA. Hello. I've never heard of that place before. Vita Pessoa. Hello, Reaction Doctor Who Regeneration. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're asking there. Is that what's my reaction to Doctor Who Regeneration? Comment. Please try and reword that question because I'm a bit confused. The Impossible Something. The Doctor/companion chemistry changes with every Doctor/companion duo. We get something new every time regardless of gender. Very true. Very true. Cancel that last question. Zpie Cheese. Okay, I like your name. Hello. Reaction Raptaus. Sorry, I still don't know what you're saying, Vitor. Reaction Doctor Who. No, I still have no idea, I'm afraid. I'm really confused. Jennifer Weathers. Hello from Chesapeake, Virginia, USA. Another place I haven't heard of, but then I've never been good at geography, so... Jay Cofield, she was also in School Reunion. Yeah, I know Sarah Jane Adventures has been in Doctor Who many times. And School Reunion was awesome. Yeah, very, very true. Exploding Bacon. Did the 10th Doctor's first sonic screwdriver from Smith & Jones extend? Because in Smith & Jones, he shows the sonic to Martha, and you can see a shot, is that? For the sonic, you can see a slot, something to retract. And in some shots, you can see it closed. I don't know the answer to that, actually. Did the 10th sonic screwdriver first sonic? Yeah, I think his first sonic did extend, because if you remember Doomsday, when he's going up to the Daleks who have, got Rose cornered, he does that whole mini speech about the screwdriver is very good at opening doors, and then I think he flicks it up, or pushes it up, whatever the term is, and then the doors explode. I think I think that's what happened. This will look very awkward if I'm wrong. Friends of Kind is in Hagerstown, Maryland, USA. Interesting. Hello. Oh, I've already said hi to you. Kian Linen, favourite Doctor in story. 10th Doctor is my favourite, as I say as many times as people ask, and I'll keep saying until the day I die. Story, that changes all the time, but at the moment it's Midnight. I just think it's such a brilliant claustrophobic episode. It shows that you can do remarkable things with a low budget. Really quite scary as well. Really quite clever, enjoyable for all ages, and an episode that I can happily talk about forever. Katie Tatton, hello! How many sonic screwdrivers do you own? Oh, Katie, too many. Over the years, I have had at least 3 10th Doctor Sonics. I had a really small one. I had one from Doctor Who Adventures, I think, the children's Doctor Who magazine, whatever that was called. I had a proper one that lit up and did the whole flicking up thing. I think I had a second one of them. I still have all of these, I think. I wouldn't dare throw them away. The 11th Doctor screwdriver, 12th Doctor screwdriver, Rivers Library screwdriver, whatever that's called, the gold one with the red setting. That's my favourite one. One screwdriver I don't have that I've always wanted is the Masters laser screwdriver, especially now that he came back in the Series 10 finale. Like, yeah, seeing that again, I was just like, I should have bought it, because now they're really rare and really expensive to get, and before they were like only a tenner. And I never got one because I'm an idiot and I had no money. And I just want to cry. You've upset me. Grew up in England. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Friends of Kind. YouTuber 94. Favourite kind of takeaway? Chinese. Or Domino's. No, don't make me pick. I like both. Never really tried Indian. I might like it. I've had curries before, but does that count? I've had microwavable curries. But yeah, I've never really ventured out of those 3 things. Well, 2 things. What other food can you get? Thai, Persian? I've never tried them. I'm not very adventurous. Sherringford Holmes, what villain that has originated in the modern era would you like to see return? Oh, why do this? Oh, this is hard. What villain that has originated? Okay, no, actually, this is easy. Is it up there? Here he is. The Silence. I love the Silence. I'll be honest, it did bug me slightly that the last time you see them, Time of the Doctor, I think, they're essentially good. They're on the side of the Doctor, and I sort of get it from a story point of view, because Moffat was trying to say that the Silents are sort of like priests that you confess to, and it was a rogue batch that went off with Madame Kavarian, and then we had that whole Impossible Astronaut 2-parter and, Series 6. Yeah, so they were the evil ones, and it was a subset of the priests. But I don't know, I don't really like that angle. I want them to come back and be properly evil, because I just think they're terrifying in look and concept, and they still give me nightmares to this day. Friends of Kind, and I want to thank you for advice on my videos. Pleasure, anytime. I'm just happy that I've inspired you to make videos. I just think that's great, so thank you. The Toy Sonic flips up, so it does, yeah. The Sonic did extend in Doomsday. Hooray! I actually got a fact right. Good. Razman's Reality. I'm using BritBox here to watch Classic Who for the first time myself. Okay, nice. Nice. I wish it was that easy in the UK to watch Classic Who. Surfboarder 4, hello! How is life? Life is good. I'm more relaxed now. Hopefully you can tell. God, I don't want to go back to the beginning of this video because that's awkward. Just did a stream myself. Nice. What was it about? Random Anime Fan 1412. What did you think of the new Doctor? Hope the Christmas special with the Cybermen in Victorian London. The next Doctor you're on about. That's a weird one with me because for a long time I think I ranked it as my least favourite of the Christmas specials. But then a lot of Stephen Moffat Christmas specials came along and gradually the next Doctor moved further up the list. I do quite like it. I think I appreciate it a lot more now that I'm older and I can sort of see... What am I on about here? I can see the dark story that's hidden within. Like, for instance, Jackson Lake has lost his... Well, he thinks he's lost his whole family. And his child's been kidnapped, but obviously he doesn't know this at first. And yeah, I think the story is basically getting at he's so traumatised by what the Cybermen have done to his life that when the capsule, I can't remember the name, when that rebounds onto him, he just accepts all that information about the Doctor and wants to be him because he's just so devastated at what everything has happened to him. And yeah, no, I think there's a lot of good ideas in the next Doctor. I can see why people say it's a bit of a weak story, and it's not my favourite 10th Doctor Christmas special, but I like it. Message retracted. That's spooky. I didn't know people could do that. The Exploding Bacon. I tweeted a screenshot about the SOT. What is this SOT that you keep going on about? That got me confused about the Sonic extending. Alright, before I carry on, just realised we've gone past half an hour. I'm more than happy to keep going with this because I'm actually really enjoying myself. So as long as you keep talking, as long as you want me to keep answering things, I will happily keep going. I might even go beyond 7:45. I don't know yet, we'll see. But yeah, please do keep talking to me because I'm really liking this. And if you stop, then I'll get the hint and know that it's time to wrap up and I will end the stream. Right, but anyway, in the meantime, let's go through these messages. How many have we got? Oh, okay. Right. Friends of Oodkind, who's your favourite writer of Doctor Who? I think... do I pick a favourite? I want to say both... No, forget it. Scrap that. Favourite writer is Russell T Davies. I was going to say both Russell and Stephen Moffat. But then I think the difference is Russell wrote really good episodes and was a really good showrunner with his series arcs, and it generally made a lot more sense. Whereas Stephen Moffat, he's wobbled quite a lot after his first series. I think, I'm not sure how many of you would agree with me, but I think he was a lot better when he was just a normal writer. Sorry, bear with. All this talking, I'm not used to it. My voice does not want to carry on, but I will persevere. Yeah, Stephen Moffat was a lot better when Russell T Davies was in charge. He's a lot better of doing standalone stories compared to series arcs. Besides series 5, like I said before, that was really good. Yeah, he's a bit like a roller coaster. His series are a bit hit and miss, but Russell is my favourite one, and he was in charge when I became a fan of the show, so I suppose he's always stuck in my mind. Surfboarder 4, would you like Unit to return in Series 11? If so, do you want Kate back? Yeah, I really like Unit, and I quite like Kate as well. And I think there's a strong chance that Unit will come back, actually, considering that Chibnall, the new showrunner, wrote The Power of Three, which introduced Unit to the Moffat era, I think, because even though Unit has been brought back in the modern series, they had a mini break. I think the last time we saw them was Planet of the Dead, and then there was a couple of years, and then 2012 we had The Power of Three where they came back. Anyway, my point is, Chibnall wrote that episode. I think he appreciates Unit. Likelihood is he'll bring them back. When the silence were in Time of the Doctor, they kept saying confess to Clara. Was it ever explained what they meant? No, I don't think it was. I think what Moffat was trying to do with that scene was, well, A, he was trying to scare the audience because he knew after this episode people will just assume the silents are good, which is what he's made them now. It's his own doing. So he wanted a bit of a tense scene that when you looked back on it, you would realise, oh, actually, they're just priests going around generally saying confess. It wasn't specifically directed at Clara, because when you first watch it, you think, oh, okay, the silents want Clara to confess about something she's done, but actually she's done nothing wrong, besides have no character in Series 7. I still like her, but she is literally just a plot point in Series 7. Maybe we saw the silents more, but we just can't remember. I see what you did there. Who are the silents, though? Bill. Is that your favourite companion? Vitor Pessoa? I streamed The Escapists 2 with my friend. Oh, is that a game? That's cool. Fantastic. Infostamp. Infostamp! Yes! Infostamp, thank you. Right. The Exploding Bacon. The first time I said sot, I meant slot. Okay. The second one, I meant shot. Why do you do this to me? Why do you use similar words and misspell them? Why? Friends of Rude Kind. Was Jackson Lake's backfire thingy? Yeah. Did you go and see Day of the Doctor in the cinema from Katie? I really wanted to, but actually what I did instead was quite good. I basically spent the day with my friends, my fellow Whovians, and I think we met up in the morning, saw Hunger Games Catching Fire, because that had just come out, and bloody loved that film. Jumped at the monkeys, because they were terrifying. Then we went around town for a bit, chilled out, and then watched Day of the Doctor, loved the episode. And then because I'm a saddo and I know everything to do with Doctor Who, I was like, guys, there's the live stream, if any of you guys remember. There was this weird live stream that happened afterwards that had One Direction in it, and it was terrible. Like, it was so bad. There kept being technical difficulties. Luckily, there's no technical difficulties with this. At least I don't think there is. But yeah, like, I remember One Direction were in America, and Doctor Who people and the presenter, whoever that was in a studio in the UK. And they were like, right, we'll now go live to One Direction to ask them questions about the episode, even though they hadn't seen it. Like, what? But anyway, they didn't even get one question answered, because as soon as one of the members of One Direction responded, there was this weird like feedback. Well, no, there was feedback, but then this weird thing happened where the feedback kept repeating, and you could constantly hear them say the same thing over and over and over and over again, and it was just deafening. You couldn't get a word in edgeways. Anyway, no, sorry, I really waffled on that. I didn't see Day of the Doctor in the cinema. I did see Deep Breath in cinema though, and that was, whoa, extraordinary. The Impossible Something. What do you think of the Doctor's romance with Rose? I'm not a massive fan of it, but I respect Russell T Davies for trying something new and exploring new ground, just as long as they don't do it again. See, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to comment on this really, because, well, I suppose I am. Basically, by the time I'd started watching, Series 2 had already happened, so I didn't know any better, if you get my drift. Like, I joined when Martha was a companion, and we had that whole arc of the Doctor's still missing Rose and comparing Martha to Rose and saying he's not as good as Rose. She's not as good as Rose. Oh dear. Yeah, so like I didn't really think it was weird at the time, but looking back, yeah, I don't think the Doctor should fall in love with the companion, really. I can understand the companion fancying the Doctor, but it's not something I'd want to see all the time. So, yeah, I sort of agree they shouldn't really do it again. Nathan Marlowe, which is your favourite series opener? Good question. Series opener. I think the 11th Hour stands out. Very good episode. A really risky episode as well, because it's completely different to what had come before it. The Exploding Bacon. Stephen is good at the odd episodes / stories. There's no point in me having my laptop out. I thought I wouldn't be able to see the comments on here, so I'd read them on my laptop screen, but this is all fine, actually. Yeah, sorry, you were saying Stephen is good at the odd episodes / stories. Yeah. But series arcs, not so much. Surfboarder 4, do you have any tips for I think you're saying expanding my YouTube channel? I have 204 subs. That's still good. Tips. I've got lucky more than anything with my videos. I think... Okay, no, I'll give you a couple of tips that have just sprung to mind. Original content. Make stuff that people haven't really seen before. Do things differently. Make things that are relevant as well. Like, for instance, I did my 5 reasons to be excited for the 13th Doctor round about the time... Well, no, soon after the 13th Doctor was announced, because I knew it was still relevant, people were still apprehensive, and I hoped to change that. And then I got loads of views on that somehow. Yeah, so... And just be yourself as well. Because, you know, that's what you're putting out there. There's no point putting on a front, because then that's false. Just be yourself. And know what you want to do as well. Like, I think... I can't really comment on why my channel is doing well, but I think what helps is we all know it's a Doctor Who channel. I try to make that clear in the profile picture, my channel banner, and what my videos are about, and what's in them as well. Yeah, so there you go. Best of luck. But 204 subs is still very good. Razman's Reality. Hard to believe it's not streaming in the UK. If you had to pick a favourite episode, what would be yours? Mine would be Blink. Very good episode, Blink. I think I answered this earlier, but did you say favourite episode? Yeah, Midnight is my favourite. Friends of Woodkind. I was actually wondering about tips for subs. I have 0. Friends of Woodkind, don't expect to get subs straight away. Like, when I started my channel, it took forever for people to actually subscribe. You just have to keep going with it, and eventually people will see it. Once you get into the rhythm of uploading and you have more content under your belt, more people will see it, basically. When you're first starting out, it's harder for people to see the videos. I don't know exactly how YouTube works, but the more the more popular your channel is, the more likely things are to be seen. So don't be too disheartened that you're not getting many subs or viewers at the moment. Another drink, because this is hard work. Right. Would you ever think about creating your own fan film? Yeah, I would. I doubt I'd be any good at it though, but I don't know. And it's a lot of work to do. I have the uttermost respect for people who do fan films and keep up with it as well, not just do a one-off. And actually, funny you should say that. I have actually had... Well, it depends on what you mean by fan film. I've had an idea for a Doctor Who episode that I could make, if that counts. Oh, yeah, I think it does actually, because me or a friend would be playing the Doctor. Yeah, so I've had an idea, but I'm reluctant to do it because it will take up a lot of time. I don't think I'm good at acting either. Yeah, so I think spoofs would be better for my ilk. I can't keyboard well. Right, so it's got to 45 minutes. We can keep going till 8 or 3 or whatever time it is where you are. If you want, like I said before, just keep sending me stuff. But then at 8, I will have to wrap up, I'm afraid, because the sun's setting in and my voice will go if I keep going. Out of 10, how much are you looking forward to this year's Christmas special from Surfboarder 4? Me, 13. I see what you did there and I appreciate it. By the time you have read this, I've gone for tea. Bye. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Thanks for the tips. I'll answer it anyway, in case you watch this video after your tea or at some point in the near future. What are you asking? Out of 10, how much are you looking forward to it? I would agree, 13. 13 out of 10 is how much I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for the tips. Sherringford Holmes, I was the person who ranted on your 13th Doctor video about both sides of the argument, taking it too far. I'm proud of myself. I remember now, yeah, are you the comment that I pinned? I recognise the name. Yeah, thank you for that. You said it, if this is you, you said it a lot better than I could have said it, so cheers. Greetings from RJH Productions. Hello. Oh, so you said greeting boogers. Nice, nice. At least you corrected yourself though. Oh, Surfboarder 4, that's nice of you to subscribe to Friends of Who Kind. See, the Doctor Who community can be lovely. That was one quick tea. Yeah. GBU Vlogs, what is your opinion on Robot of Sherwood? I quite like it, actually. I think the scene is quite funny in places, especially with the scene where the Doctor, Robin and Clara are imprisoned in that cell. That scene was very funny and I do like it. The plot itself is a bit meh towards the end with the whole golden arrow that somehow gets through the ship, like, I don't know. But the rest of it is enjoyable. And I'm glad they cut out the beheading scene as well. I'm not sure how much you guys know about that, but there was a scene where the sheriff would have been beheaded and it would have been revealed that he was half robot. And I didn't like this idea because I think that was it. So Deep Breath had been on 2 weeks beforehand and that also dealt with half men, half machine. So I just thought it was repeating ideas too quickly, really. And it didn't add much to the story. Who do you want to be the new 5 Who fan member? And can you sub? No comment on 5 Who fan member. Can you sub? What my rule is for YouTube, if I see a channel I like the content for, I will subscribe. So I will look up, if I remember, if not, just drop a comment recommending your channel. I will, if I remember, try to look up your channel, 12th Doctor. If I like what you've got, then yeah, I'll subscribe. But I only do this because I don't want loads of videos cluttering up my subscriptions box. I hope you understand. Yeah, it's nothing personal. But I don't know, I'll probably like what you have. Especially if it's Doctor Who related. The Exploding Bacon, my channel is mainly Doctor Who Minecraft animations. Oh, is that what your profile pic is? Is that the 12th Doctor? Because that's quite cool, if it is. The Impossible Something, favourite Who-tubers? Nice question. 5 Who fans for a start. I think they're brilliant, make very funny videos. Epic Who is seems like a cool guy. I would like to meet him at some point. Again, a lot of very good videos. A sort of inspiration to me as well, actually. Who else? I like the Who Addicts, but admittedly I haven't seen many of their videos. because I've got quite a short attention span, so I normally try to stay clear of longer videos. I do appreciate people doing them though. Can I give a third one? TARDIS Archives has left now, so sadly they're no longer here. Who else is there? There is another one that I like. There's a trinity that I always kept in my mind in case this question came up. Epic Who? 5 Who fans. It'll come to me later on. RJH Productions, doing audios is a much easier alternative, DoctorBlue. True, true. But I'm not even sure if I'm capable of acting with just my voice. I don't know. I'm open to giving it a go, but if I can barely do a 50-minute live stream without my voice going and needing water every 5 seconds, then I doubt I can do audios. Oh, that's nice. Friends of Oodkind is subbing back to Surfboarder 4. Again, lovely community. Exploding Bacon, I would love to do a fan film. Awesome. If ever I go further with my idea, I might hold auditions. I don't know. Or actually, just write something and make it. Like, there's nothing stopping you. You just have to put yourself out there, really. Great choice of Midnight as well. Thank you. RJH Productions. I'm doing audios. Oh, are you? In the comments after this video, drop me a link and I'll have a look. Oh, LG2208. LG2208. I'm sure we have met before. Interesting. Surfboarder 4. Actually, I only just disappeared. Okay, fair enough. You're back now, so hello. RJH Productions. I do have one question. What the devil is your name? DoctorBlue. Hi. Shenford Holmes, that was me. Thanks again. Patrick Milan. Hello. What's your favourite classic era episode? Have I already answered this? I feel like I have, but... No, I don't think I have. So, I haven't seen many so far, but I do really like Terror of the Zygons and... What's the other one? The Caves of Androzani. Oh! Yeah, no, the third one isn't a favourite, it's just one that I quite enjoy. Yeah, so those two, from what I've seen so far. GBU Vlogs, thanks for your feedback, you're welcome. 12th Doctor, oh my god, I bet it's you. Mr. Diamond Smith. Right, fair enough. Oh, right, The Impossible Something. Are you thinking of Crispy Pro or Mr. TARDIS Reviews? Both. Mr. TARDIS Reviews, back in the day when I was just entering my teens, I was obsessed with his videos. Every single review he did, I watched, and he really started to influence me with his opinions, which that's partly why I had to stop watching the reviews, actually. Like, he made me, no disrespect to him, but he did, because he was looking at it with a critical mind, it started to rub off on me, and that's partly why I enjoy Series 6 and 7 Part 1 a lot less than all the others. Because, sorry, I was getting rid of message there. What was I saying? Yeah, so I was watching his reviews of Series 6 and 7 Part 1, and it was starting to influence me. And yeah, so I had to sort of stop watching his videos. And also I think he's doing a lot less now because he's been busy with work and stuff. But I do really admire him. And Crispy Pro is another good YouTuber. Would recommend them. Oh, cheeky message retracted. What is your favourite Sonic design? I keep forgetting the name, but it's the gold one that the Doctor gives River. That has the red setting and the neural, whatever it's called, that River saved onto. You know what I mean, the one from Silence in the Library. Love that one. And I used to play with it all the time. Which is your favourite TARDIS interior? From Nathan Marlowe. The coral one that the 10th... Oh, no, don't do that. The coral one from the 9th and 10th Doctor's era. I like a lot of them though. Really, the classic era, I think they're very similar, so they don't particularly stand out to me. I do respect them, but obviously the ones that I've grown up with will have more of a impression on me. The current one I've actually stepped on, so that I absolutely adore and love even more now that I've seen it. And Matt Smith's first one is very colourful, so I like them all for different reasons, but the coral one is my favourite one. Friends of Kind, what Travis says is a cool channel. Yeah, yeah. Although I don't think they do... I think they do more than Doctor Who videos, so they're technically not a Who-tuber. Yeah. RJH Productions, Lola meant, do you have like an actual name? Like da da da? No, I'm just called DoctorBlue. Matthew Jess, did you watch Logan? Yes, and I love the film. Hopefully, I'm going to buy it next week. If I actually get paid for something that I've been doing, but I won't moan about that here. Yeah, very good film. Brilliant end to Logan's story. I won't say any more about it, but yeah, great film. I think it's called The Future Sonic, lol. Yes, you're probably right. 1, 2, 3 for the new Doctor. Don't know what you mean there. Kate Jones, hello. Who's your favourite companion? I answered this right at the start, but I think in terms of male, it's Captain Jack. Female, Donna. But I love all the companions, really. Da-da-da. What do you think of River's Sonic Trowel? I thought it was a stupid idea, being honest with you. And I knew as soon... I think you saw it in a promotional bit of artwork for the Husbands of River Song before the episode aired. And I knew straight away I knew that Moffat was going to have a scene towards the end where the 12th Doctor is like, a Sonic Trowel is rubbish, let me upgrade that, and then gives her the future Sonic. And what do you know? Come the end of the episode, we have exactly that scene. Very, very predictable in my eyes. And yeah, it was just stupid. I sort of get it because she's an archaeologist. But no, I didn't like it. That's too much, I think. The Exploding Bacon. The Doctor Who experience is closing the day after my birthday. No way! Are you going before it closes, though? Or go on your birthday? Because that would be quite cool, actually. Hello. Dr. Blue for Dr. 14. Thank you. I'd love to, but like I said earlier, I don't think I'm a very good actor, so it would be quite rubbish and people would stop watching. But thank you, Sherringford. That was really nice. The 12th Doctor. What a splendid idea. Hello. Right. Sorry, right. I'll read out what the comment said. What a splendid idea. This stream was Doctor Who poop reference. Doctor Who poop is one of the other Who-tubers I was thinking of. So there's actually... How many is that now? 5 that I really like. Yeah, I think their videos are comedy gold. Definitely check them out. The only downside is, obviously, because they put a lot of effort into the videos and make them quite long, we get like one video every 9 months or something. So, but they're worth the wait, I suppose. RJH Productions, I do have a question. What's your favourite fan filmmakers? I'm not familiar with many, being honest with you. So I can't answer that. Dr. Blue for Dr. Blue. Okay. Dr. Blueception. Whoa! I'd like to make a video with that title, actually. No, not that title. But I'd like to do an Inception type video at some point. I don't know what I would do, but that would be quite fun. I got a... Oh, hello. 5 Who Fan Blue Week, Dr. Blue. The Impossible Something. I gotta have dinner. Must do another one of these though. Thank you. I might do actually, because this has been a lot of fun. L Studio Super, hello. What are your thoughts on trailer for the new Christmas special? I think it looks really, really good, and I can't wait for it. The Exploding Bacon. I have school on my birthday. I cry. I cried too. I'm sorry. Can't you go... Well, it depends on how close you are to the experience, but if you're in Cardiff, can't you go after school? Friends read kind, cool live stream, thanks. You're welcome. I'm presuming you're going now, so bye-bye. I will have to wrap up as well at some point. Oh, but there's comments. We're nearly at the end. Right. The hour went so fast. Enjoyed it. Thank you, Nathan. Jay Kent as well. Yeah, he's alright. Yeah, I haven't seen much of his stuff, to be fair. DW 2012 is a good fan film. Yeah, I've heard about them. I've yet to watch many of their episodes, though. Dr. Blue with a beard meets Dr. Blue without a beard. Yes, good idea. I may hold you to that. Thank you, Sherringford. I recommend DDK Productions. If I was in Cardiff, I'd be going every day. Dr. Blue meets Dr. Blue who doesn't wear blue. Again, that's quite relevant because I did have an idea along that line of thinking the other day. And on that note, I think it is time to wrap up, guys, because we have gone over an hour now, and this was originally meant to be just under 45 minutes long, or 30 minutes to 45. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and if you've made it this far, blimey, thank you so much. That's an hour you've put up with me for. Thank you, Razman's Reality. Yeah, so it's been so much fun, this, and you guys have been very, very lovely, and it's been a pleasure chatting to all of you. Who knows? Maybe I'll do this again sometime. But if not, this has been bloomin' marvellous. Congrats, it wasn't a cock-up. Yes, thank you. And on that note, I shall see you guys next time. Bye!